as the end of the series nears. The leaders must watch from the sidelines as new contenders emerge in the hunt for the purple jacket. The final table of Event 7 at the 2024 Poker Masters can put everything into focus.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. The 2024 Poker Masters is closer than ever to its epic conclusion. This is the final table of event number 7. The buy-in is $15,000. The name of the game is Texas Hold'em. My name is Remko Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me as we welcome you inside the PokerGO Studio on the Las Vegas Strip. Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks are on the call on PokerGO.com as we provide you a 1-hour preview of the proceedings inside the studio. We got a stacked final table for you with Brock Wilson on top as we look at the leaderboard presented by Octopi Poker. Seth Davies in second, Michael Moncek in third, John Riordan in fourth, and David Stamm is our short stack. It is basically one man to beat. Brock Wilson on top with nearly 50% of the chips in play. Wilson late last night sent Kristen Foxon to the rail, and here we are as he looks to win his second Poker Masters title after taking one down back in 2021. Texas Mike eagerly looking at gathering some much-needed points in the race for the jacket. Jim Colby and Jeremy Becker, along with Isaac Haxton, still the top contenders in that race. There you see the points on screen. Colby comfortably in the lead, and today's 25K, which kicks off in just 2 hours, will ultimately decide who takes home one of the most coveted prizes in all of poker. The final 5 are guaranteed $79,800 with $330K up top. Let's play some poker. Let's have some fun. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from. Please give us some love. Hit that like button. I know you guys all have been enjoying our coverage. And please know as well that tonight, for one more time, we're going to do bonus coverage of that 25K. And Donnie, there are scenarios in play where we crown the Poker Masters overall champion during our bonus coverage tonight.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Oh,
no,
I
think we're going to have a sweat to the end.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
What I want. I'm putting it out there in the universe, okay?
Yeah, it was.
So that's what's going to happen.
After the hand is balanced.
Yep.
All right, these guys all have had a night to sleep. Donnie, immediately it stands out to me. We're hearing chatter. We're seeing it all in on the very first hand. Last night, they almost fell asleep out of fatigue.
Got somewhere to be, yeah.
And look at them. They're all fresh and ready to go.
Didn't even get to see what Texas Mike folded there, but not good enough to put the chips in.
Must have been really bad. 3 chips in play. Blue 5Ks, purple 25Ks, and the Bumblebees, the 100Ks. The prettiest chip in the room, if you ask me. We got our regulars back in the chat. Fractional Mateo, Deke Acosta, Jason Zambricki, Russell, Jimmy Bluffett. Let's go, boys. I also see James Griffin, Dr. J, Jonathan Samuel, Garth Miller, William Combs. It's always good to have some support here in the chat as action is on John Riordan. Donnie, if Kerry Katz is known for his PokerGo merch, and if Isaac Haxton is known for his gray shirt with the roses, this is the John Riordan outfit.
I mean, it looks like he's getting ready to add a purple jacket to the outfit, right? I mean, is this like a sign of things to come? Is he putting it out there in the universe that he could make a late surge?
I hope so. I really, really hope so.
Win this event, win the 25K? I mean, right?
I mean, that is the most interesting of these scenarios. Whoever wins today in this event has a chance to win the jacket in the 25K, correct?
Correct. Okay. I mean, as long as the 25K doesn't bomb with 12 entries. But but given where these two 15Ks, which we normally see a decent drop-off from the 10Ks to the 15Ks, these 15Ks have been big, right in line with the 10K turnouts. So personally, I'm expecting a big turnout for this 25K.
Riordan here gets to take one down. Donnie, how much is laddering at this final table, as far as points go, important for some of these players? I know that Texas Mike is the best in the standings. Is anyone else looking for a ladder, or is it simply win or bust?
Yeah, it's pretty much win or bust. And a win will put anyone, you know, right there near the top. I believe in the top
What's
5.
your strategies today?
Texas Mike can get into the top 5, I think, with a second or better.
wait
So
for
if he
everyone else to
wins,
knock
he'll
each
go
other out.
into second place behind Jim Colopy. If he gets second place, depending on what happens with the other players at the table and who were to win, he'll vault up into what is likely the top 5. And then if anyone else comes out on top, they'll probably be right there in the top 5 to 6 as well.
David's
So
probably got a plane to catch or something.
second jam here from David Stamm gets it done.
You can follow along with the live reporting of the final 25K on PGT.com. Cards will be in the air later this afternoon. Expect to see all these players in there as we look at David Stamm's bio. Recreational airline pilot. Probably one of the coolest things you can say at a dinner party. The ability to fly planes just gives me anxiety. Even if I was qualified, I'd be scared. Stan, by the way, needs to make that chip stack soar if he wants to have a chance to win here, just sitting on 14 bigs. He's got a lot of work to do, especially against these crushers.
Ace-3 suited here for Davies. He's going to get involved on the button. And jacks for the chip leader. Must be nice, huh?
Wow. The rich possibly getting even richer.
Would expect Wilson's just going to come with a 3-bet here.
360.
No need to get cute at all.
360.
Of course, the small stack of
360.
David Stamm should have some impact on the way that other players are willing to play.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, if you are one of the other 3. Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, this is out of nowhere.
I spoke too soon. Seth Davies makes a move, and we have 4 million chips in the middle with Ace-3 versus Jacks. If Wilson wins this one, we might as well all go home. What an absolute monster pot here to kick things off. It's only the 4th hand of the final table, and Seth Davies is risking it all on a 33% chance to stay alive in this event. Brock Wilson about to have 6 million chips. It looks like it. 7-4-10 rainbow flop. Davies looking for an ace and an ace only, or running cards to make a wheel. Turn card. The king of hearts. That opens up a flush possibility. Davies now with 12 outs. If he misses, he'll be out in 5th place. River card is the 8 of clubs, and Seth Davies will depart. Brock Wilson vaults up to $6.5 million as Davies collects $79,800 for his 5th place finish, and David Stamm gets a really nice pay jump.
How do I actually wake up with a fucking hand?
I was hoping you wouldn't wake up at all this morning.
Okay, Donnie, it's over. The tournament's done. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Go back to bed, maybe? I mean,
Wow, what a wild hand. Wilson, Poker Pro from Ardsley, New York. Got a finance degree. Go figure.
I need to go.
I wonder who I'm gonna fucking blow it to.
10 seconds.
I had an 11.5 to 1 chip lead a couple days ago, so it can happen.
Okay. What place did you get?
Second. Just heads up, that was the.
Yeah.
It's swingy heads up.
It's pretty sweet.
You got that side bet too to fucking win Masters.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in that?
Yeah. I got in on day 2. And now I think I'm the only one that can win.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't play.
Winter's got to be able to win, right? Oh.
Maybe, depending on how big the 25K is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these 15s matter a lot because it's 1 to 1 or whatever.
The 25s probably get less people, right?
Yeah. I mean, the 25 will get way less. I mean,
And the
way
points are like 60%.
Yeah, so it'll be.
So it'll be smaller than this.
Oh,
Points wise.
100%. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
gonna get. I doubt it gets 500.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
spot.
so then Sean can't win. It's free rolling them.
You're free rolling everywhere.
Yeah.
All right,
Suck,
whatever
dude.
ones. Yeah.
Time extension.
All in. Uh-oh.
David Stamm all in with King 7, and Texas Mike makes the call with Ace-3 of spades. This is nowhere nearly as wild as the hand we just saw. Moncek now the favorite with Ace-3. Seth Davies was crushed holding Ace-3 just 2 hands ago.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. 2 live cards here, not that bad for Stamm.
Exactly. Jack 5 deuce, not what Stamm was hoping for.
Anything
Still
but a 4.
looking for a king or a 7. A 4 would, of course, give Texas Mike the wheel. Ace on the turn,
mentioned
and
that
that
one
will
also.
seal it.
You're there.
David Stamm's appearance here at this final table only lasted 2 additional hands compared to
They
Seth
really could've
Davies,
started at noon
but
today.
at least
I will push
he
them
gets
over.
a nice
I'll push them over.
little pay
I will
jump.
do the honors.
Stamm
I'll
collects,
push these over here.
$108,000.
later today.
Yes, you will.
and Stamm will be back in the 25K later today. Good job, sir. GG, well done. Outlasted one player at this final table. And Donnie, what a
Okay.
contrast compared to late last night.
Yeah, I mean, I thought today was at risk of going pretty long. I know Brock Wilson had a big chip lead coming in, still has a huge stack now, but, you know, I thought this one would be a little bit more drawn out. Maybe you see Stamm, you know, coming in with the stack that he had. Maybe he goes out early, but then we
You're
see
sweating the all-ins.
When are we gonna start
an
playing for real?
extended
This is
four-handed
like
play,
practice,
but
bro.
boom, boom. 2 players out the door. Surprising to see Seth Davies go and go so early in the fashion that he did. So maybe it slows down now. We'll see. It kind of depends on what Brock Wilson had for breakfast, you know. If he fired in some nitro cold brew and wants to step on the gas, you know, we could be
Well,
out of here in the
like,
next 20 minutes.
Donnie, you don't even have to have cold brew if people punt into you. You just got to catch the punts, Donnie. Don't drop the ball,
Yeah,
Brock Wilson.
yeah.
Brock Wilson's task right now is to not drop the ball. We're 3-handed between 3 very accomplished and experienced players. Brock Wilson with 70% of the chips in play. Riordan betting 60K with Queen 10 here after raises the 90K before the flop. Wilson hit a pair of 7s, just going to come along. Nothing is going to phase Wilson at this point as far as the chips go. Got such a massive lead here.
$250.
Look at this, Donnie. Riordan continues to swing at this one. Are you surprised to see him double barrel?
I mean, I think he can tell the story that he's got the value on this type of texture. Can put a lot of pressure on sevens can, even some deuces that might be there for Brock.
Thought you guys were about to be heads up.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
I take it you had nothing then.
Riordan from Palm Beach, Florida. Married, 1 daughter, 2 PokerGo titles. His live earnings up to $3.4 million. Has been a mainstay for quite a few years. Became Donnie Peters' favorite poker player during the 2023 WSOP.
Riordan recently had a second kid.
Oh, wow. Got to
We
update.
should update that.
Update the stats. Does that go on Hand Them Up?
I mean, the bio board is presented by GPI and the Hand 'em Up, so
They
it might as well,
They should have a kids tally on there. I just want to mention that if you use promo code MastersGold to sign up for the annual subscription to PokerGo, you're automatically entered into our 2 major raffles we have. We're giving away a main event seat to the World Series of Poker tomorrow, and then we're giving away a $10,000 gold pass on October 1st, which gives you entry into the 3K main event at the PokerStars NAPT. Also, 7-night stay at Resorts World and some spending money.
And tonight on PokerStars, if you're in Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Ontario at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there is a special free roll being offered where the final table will win a PokerGo annual subscription. And the winner of that free roll will win a PokerGo VIP subscription. So be sure to check out the PokerStars lobby if you are in those regions. Again, that's Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Ontario, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Here's a look at the players arriving at the studio. It's kind of a nice walk from Aria Resort and Casino to the PokerGo Studio. If you're ever around, just check and see if the door will open. We're always inviting poker fans into this room. Seth Davies there. Brock Wilson getting ready as well. There's John Riordan. Oh yeah, he is excited. And he's also 3-handed right now, so pretty nice little guaranteed payout of $150K for these final 3 players. $216 for second and $330 for first.
Interesting flop here. Riordan raised to 90K. Wilson came along from the big blind. Wilson flopped trips, and he's going to opt to lead here into Riordan, who flopped at 2 pair. He's also got backdoor clubs, so don't expect Riordan's going to be going anywhere on this street. Riordan does make the call.
That's 250.
Wilson bets 250 with a lock on this hand, but Riordan might be thinking that Wilson is trying to mess with him. There's nothing more distrusting than an aggressive chip leader. Riordan not giving up just yet. Donnie, is this more difficult because of Wilson's stack and just assumed aggression?
Yeah, I mean, it's also difficult because I think Wilson is a creative player. You know, he can be doing this with fives. Maybe he comes out with a lead with a 6-8. Maybe he's got a better 7. You know, on the other side, it's maybe Wilson is doing it with some inferior hands. And then you got to stick around. So it's not easy for Riordan to be able to figure this one out. Of course, you have to weigh the fact that maybe this is just the chip leader trying to put pressure on me in a spot where he thinks the board is more connected to his range than my range, being the razor on the button. So we'll see if Riordan can figure this one out. This river might save him.
Either way, Riordan is going to be left with very little chips if he decides to fold. Everything going Brock Wilson's way. Thought we might end this thing within the hour. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but
the hour? How about a half hour? I mean, we're 20 minutes in, and this is looking like it could be heads up.
Riordan deciding for his tournament life. Doesn't seem sure either way.
He does give it up, correctly so. Well done.
All right, Brock Wilson now 74% of the chips in play. It seems almost impossible for anyone to beat him. Like I don't really see a pathway.
Come on, man. You've seen enough poker by now.
I know, but like with the way he's going,
1 or 2 bad hands, 1 or 2 bad river cards, and you know, this takes all the wind out of your sails. Next thing you know, you're the short stack, and maybe you're out the door.
Moncek raising up to 80K, picking it up.
Get some change there.
Sure can.
You don't mind sparing.
No.
All right, here's a look at your way to perhaps play one of the biggest events in the USA. The 5K buy-in main event NAPT Las Vegas takes place in November at Resorts World. There's a $3 million guaranteed, and we are giving away a gold pass to that event. Become an annual subscriber to PokerGo. Use promo code MastersGold to save $20 on your annual subscriptions first year. And who knows, we might see you at Resorts World.
All in.
Moncek with ace-king suited, no action.
How many more hands did he say? It's on you, up on you again.
Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, it's so nice. Right? I'm usually so like
Such a
angry and Negative. Yeah.
Nah, it's not true.
Wait, it's 140.
Look at this, Donnie. How does this not go in here?
Oh, yeah.
And Moncek moves all in.
Holy shit, I have a good hand.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that was
I
the
don't think
downside
this
of
is easy
play.
for Wilson.
You have to think I'm just full of shit every time here, right?
Only if I watched the stream yesterday.
Oh boy.
Time extension.
I mean, fuck. I could just get mega owned here, or I could just win the tournament right. I know what he's rooting for.
How much of the decision here has to do with the fact that Riordan is short and that Moncek's range has to be tighter?
I mean, yes, but also there's like a reputation element with Texas Mike,
Right,
So
right.
it's like that is like the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. If you're Brock Wilson, you're like, okay, this guy should probably be tighter in his range,
Right.
but I know he likes to gamble, so I don't know what to do.
Here's a look at Texas Mike Moncek. 2 WSOP bracelets, 2022 and 2023. 4 WSOP circuit rings and $2.5 million in career earnings to date. And of course, has made quite a name for himself as well on Cash Game live stream on the internet. I think we should get him on No Gamble No Future, Donnie, on the new season.
Oh, I mean,
He'd fit right in.
oh yes, let's go.
Make a dent in your side.
No, but I mean it makes a little dent, not much. It's still good.
You good to go?
But I'm a tilt box. I lose that one, I'll probably tilt the rest off.
Then it's done.
That was part of the plan.
Right.
I was hoping Mike would win, because then I know you're just going to dust it, Brock.
I know.
620.
Thanks.
We got the same hand back to back.
On.
All right. King, queen. Oh,
Here we
yeah,
go,
same hand back
all
to
in
back.
and a call.
Oh, wow.
I
And we
probably
could
had-
be heads up.
This is what he probably had last night.
I had one of those cards.
Okay.
All right, so Wilson here, a favorite to reduce this tournament down to just 2 players in 28
I'm
minutes
not
of
lo- I
play
don't lose these,
at this final
especially
table.
not in this tournament, but I'm due to. It'll make it fun. You guys both have stood
You're
away.
due.
I'm due to
You've
lose
been
one.
playing bad for 2 days.
Oh, wow. Ace, 10, 6,
Not
and
what I was hoping for.
Well, you can
John
join
Riordan
dead.
looking for a
I
jack to
can't
make a
you.
straight.
I can't
Yeah,
make
here comes heads up play.
I can't make you join dead.
oh my God, the Brock Wilson heater is unbelievable.
Funky.
A jack and a jack only can save Riordan.
One was folded too. How does he even find this?
Oh! It comes in
Hello.
at the buzzer. John Riordan says, "Not today, sir."
I've never seen him celebrate like that.
Brock Purdy plays a lot, too.
It sure does.
That is quite a river card to at least extend this tournament a little while longer.
Who do I give my measurements to?
Nice.
I've never hit a
Okay,
record.
let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? I mean, it's a
Oh,
great
man.
river card, but let's not go too crazy. What a reaction! You should do a compilation of that, just reactions,
Just
but like no like cards or anything. Just like show the players.
oh man, that's funny.
Riordan still a short stack, but new life.
That was like some Kyler Murray magic escaping that one.
I wonder who that was worse for, me or him.
Definitely me.
Probably you,
That
yeah.
was 65 points.
I'm the only one rooting for me here.
It's funny, it's all points to you.
Yeah.
Most people would say 65 grand.
Oh yeah, that helps. All in.
Oh boy, if this is the mode we're going in, I should have fucking called the other one.
Oh, this is great. This feels like a home
Okay.
game. These guys have so much history.
Moncek showed up late to the Poker Masters skipped event number 1, so not terribly late, but he did hop into some side action with some other players. I think there's 6 or 7 players who have a pretty
I
hefty
think going from 70%
side bet.
of the chips in play three-handed to out builds to third builds character. So
You're going to win your next tournament after you get third in that.
I think
Moncek
so.
mentioned
I
being
think it
part
builds
of that
character,
side
so
bet.
it's
He
all
got
right.
in there on day 2, so it sounded like, from what he was saying earlier today, that he's the only one that could win that side bet.
Wow.
So could be a nice little boost, but it is a must-win. Have to win the jacket. It's not just like most points. It's must-win. So there's, you know, a fair likelihood that it'll just be a wash at the end of the day.
Ace 10, queen, 2 diamonds, Riordan out in front here. Wilson does get a piece of it, which could lead to this pot swelling in size. DJB in the chat says, Remko was right, this is a lock for Brock. Well, I don't feel as strongly anymore about that statement after the last 2 hands.
I'm not sure Brock feels so strongly, too. I mean, he seems to be kind of putting it out of the universe that it could start going the other way. This hand, you know, could see him lose some more chips here. He does have second pair on a board that Riordan's probably going to continue a lot. There is the call. So off to a turn we go. Four of hearts, and Wilson checks again. Check back from Riordan. And a 6 comes in on the river. 2 pair now for Riordan. Backdoor hearts possibly in the minds of the players.
What size do you think Riordan is considering here? I would say go big.
I would say 325.
Oh, wow. Donnie Peters. Can I buy a piece of the 25K? Are you playing?
I mean, we drafted Riordan 2 years ago, so I'm familiar with his game. Wilson gets out of the way, and more chips to the man in purple, John Riordan.
If you're watching us on YouTube right now, please make sure to hit that like button. Let's get us up to over 100 likes. Very much appreciate it.
Like 1.5.
100,000.
You got like 2 million, Mike?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Riordan in a small blind, just going to come along and make the call.
Check. Heads up.
Moncek happy to see a free flop. Jack 9-5 rainbow out there.
$50,000.
Riordan with the bet, takes it down, and we move on to the next hand. Still playing 25K, 50K blinds. Here's a look at the tournament update. 76 entries in this 15K, 3 players remain. The average stack is probably the most useless number on this graphic, as Brock Wilson sits on 117 of those big blinds, so he has basically twice the average stack by himself.
There were some fun flops for us.
Low cards.
Yeah.
I think you can use the purple chips, Brock.
Fair enough.
Not to be bossy, but it seems appropriate.
$100,000. Cool. Heads up.
Ace 3, 7, 2 diamonds. Riordan catches a small piece of this one, while Texas Mike's cards remain unknown.
100,000.
Moncek bets 100K. Hard for Riordan to potentially continue on multiple streets, perhaps. He'll see one more card, though. Riordan does make the call. Donnie, any additional pressure might be enough here for Moncek?
Not on a card like this, I would think. I mean, this is the type of turn I think, you know, Riordan's hoping to pick up. Just get some additional equity to hit a straight here. Bingo.
Oh, wow. Speaking of that straight, it comes in on the river for Riordan. Makes the wheel.
Riordan comes with a lead here, 150.
Wow. Moncek moves all in. Riordan double check and makes the call. Are we chopping?
Looks like we're chopping.
Uneventful.
King Hearts 4 diamonds.
King of Hearts, 4 of diamonds for Texas Mike over there. There you see it on your screen now. Yeah, worth the quick check for Riordan just to make sure. I mean, if he ultimately has the higher straight, I mean, he has the higher straight. What are you going to do? But
That's my hopes for that one.
That's a funny reaction.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah, sorry that you might have thought you had the winner when I thought about it.
when we both don't expect him to shove, he shoves.
I mean,
You looked pretty surprised.
have any-
I jumped out of my seat.
I'm just afraid of a misery in my hand.
Well,
Wouldn't
obviously,
be the first time.
obviously you're snapping, but
Yeah.
just
Probably
make
took
sure
like 10 seconds, though.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5. Yeah, all
I'm
right,
trying to
call.
I was happy to not get the super snap.
The super snap would
that would be bad.
Yeah.
No snap call, please. Shout out Renlin. I mean, chops are more exciting when we can't see the cards of one player.
well, yeah, of course.
9,000.
That would have been a fun one.
What does that do? Seth?
If you're just tuning in for the very first time, this is the penultimate event of the 2024 Poker Masters. The grand finale, the 25K, kicks off today inside the studio. We will be doing bonus late night coverage of that event starting at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time tonight. And there is a chance that we crown a Purple Jacket winner tonight if things go a certain way. Now, of course, up until right now, it is still very much up in the air. But tomorrow's final table, of course, will be decisive. And what happens prior to that, depending on who finishes in the money, will give us a chance to have a very, very exciting late night here inside the PokerGO Studio. So yeah, I'm going to get a nap in, Donnie, because I'm anticipating an extra late night.
I'll be right there with you. I mean, not in the same bed, but you get the point.
You can come cuddle with me, Donnie. I'm okay with that. PokerStars NAPT returns to Las Vegas November 1st through the 10th at Resorts World. The 5K buy-in main event has a $3 million guarantee, and if you want to check out the full schedule, go to PokerStarsLive.com/NAPT/Las Vegas. That's going to be a good one. Donnie Peters is going to be in the main event. I'm going to be in.
I hope so.
I'm going to be. I know you will be. I know you will be.
Sell my soul. Once again, want to remind everyone, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Ontario, if you are in one of those locations, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there will be a free roll on PokerStars. Final table will win a PokerStars annual, or sorry, a PokerGO annual subscription. The winner of the free roll will win a PokerGO VIP subscription. Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Ontario. Check it out, 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the PokerStars lobby. Also be on the lookout for any of the NAPT Las Vegas qualifiers. Remko and I talked about the other day how we missed the days of the the qualifiers, you know, the steps, all that sort of stuff. It was a lot of fun to try and win in there for cheap. Some of those. What was the lowest step? Was it $2 or $5?
No, it was $750.
$750. Yeah.
$750, 27, 215, 530, 2200.
Well, some of them are more up top because like if you like an EPT was like a 5K or
Right,
you know whatever.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's like those guys who.
And there were some where there was 2 seats at for 1 and 2,
Yep.
and
Yep.
some was like 1 prize and it was a package.
Yeah.
You can see the other
Like
card
some if you
bias.
got up to like step forward, be like
These three off
if you
is
finish
not
third, you
better.
get a ticket back into the thing, and like you know you can kind of just go through the whole cycle like over and over again. Jimmy Bluffett knows. I see you, Jimmy. 750. There you go. Wilson here with the raise. King 8 of clubs. Jack 10 off out of the big for Moncek. He's going to be in there. 8-7-6 with a couple of diamonds. Top pair and backdoor clubs for Wilson. Gutter and 2 overs for Moncek. Probably going to see a turn here between both players. 125 is the bet from Wilson. There is that call. Seven pairs the board on the turn. Check, check here. 3 of clubs on the river. Wilson best. Moncek might want to take a stab at this one, you know, try and fold out some ace highs and king highs. There it is.
425.
Not sure it's going to work in this situation. Wilson does make the call. He's going to see the good news. Jack high for Moncek. Wilson scooping that one. Back up over 6 million. I like the bet there on the end from Moncek. You know, good good recognition, good thought that I'm not going to win this with Jack high, but too much of a hand over there for the chip leader. Losing that pot knocks Moncek below Riordan. Slightly below, but still below. Couple of kings. For the king. Couple of kings for the king.
Fitting. Very,
John Riordan.
very fitting.
No action.
Moncek makes it the 100K with ace-10 suited. Riordan in the big blind, calling with king-6. Still very interesting between Riordan and Moncek because they, of course, are playing to get at least second place. Wilson not too concerned about getting to heads-up play. Donnie, can you do some math for me?
Questionable. But what's up?
If Brock Wilson wins, what are his chances of winning the jacket? How is he looking?
I mean, there's 331 points up top, so no matter who wins is going to have a shot. I mean, if Moncek wins for sure, he'll have a shot because he'll go up to 496 points. Jim Colopy is on top with 522, so Moncek will be right there. Now, if Riordan or Wilson win, so let me take a look. Wilson's already got 24 points. Riordan's got, I think, a min cash as well. Also 24 points. So they'll get a boost. You know, they'll be around 350, 360. So it'll probably take at that point a win in the 25K, but in contention, right? And
right.
So, you know, probably have 7 to 8 players in contention in that 25K. Of course, all of them chasing Jim Colopy.
100,000.
Riordan bets 100K on the river. Moncek makes the call, and Riordan gets some value from his 6 versus the ace high of Moncek. And all of a sudden, Riordan now with a bit of separation between him and Texas Mike.
Where's Brock? He said to deal around him.
Yeah, just line that for bro.
Brock Wilson quickly running out, perhaps. A bathroom break. That's how many chips he has.
Oh, let's get a clip of this. Here we go. Got Usain Bolt in C2.
Wilson with Queen Jack offsuit on the button.
100,000.
Right back from his quick break. Still not even seated yet. Comes in for the raise. Again, Wilson just with the quick and easy takedown.
Did you call?
Hmm?
Did he call?
Yeah. You see it on TV.
Wilson, 3.4 million in earnings on the PokerGO Tour. By the way, this is a 1-hour preview of the action, so don't forget to switch
Me
over to
lifted up this time
PokerGO.com
Oh.
at the top of the hour. So we got about 8 minutes left here on our preview.
Takes like
And then
40.
tonight, Donnie and I will be back
I thought you left earlier.
with our bonus coverage of the 25K. That's going to be epic. I can already tell you it's going to be epic.
Bad. Especially early in the day. I was like, the downside to getting three-handed is there's never a time you can run.
Yeah, it's a real rough problem. I'm really upset about that.
It sucks. Not being able at all.
Yeah, Russell says it in the chat as well. It's a big night tonight. Big night indeed.
All in.
All in.
And there goes Moncek, ace-5 in the middle.
No action.
All in.
All in.
All right, here goes Moncek, 7-6 of spades. Are we gambling, Donnie?
A little bit.
This three-handed battle could definitely last a while, but as it goes with situations like this, sometimes things just blow up and we're all in three ways. King, Jack, Jack on this board. Always nice to see some paint. Moncek just limping in before the flop.
50,000.
Moncek bets 50K. Wilson comes along. Wilson, of course, hoping Moncek is going to slow down, giving him a chance to take control.
150.
Moncek, however, not letting that happen. Moncek. 92nd on the PGT standings. Donnie, do you think he's in for a late surge?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't known Moncek to play too many tournaments outside of the WSOP, so maybe this is a sign of things to come. You know, maybe he's caught the tournament bug a little bit. I think the rush of playing high-stakes tournament is a big draw for a lot of these players, so it would be great to see Texas Mike in these streets. Does he play PLO? I mean, we got the PLO series coming up. Does he play PLO?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If he plays PLO, that's the week to make up some ground and get into the top 40.
Kings here for Wilson and ace-7 for Riordan. He's going to get in there. There we go. This was a raise to 175 from Wilson and a call from Riordan. Jack 10-7. Those kings still well out in front for Brock.
$325.
Wilson betting 325. Riordan in a spot where this gets out of hand pretty quickly if he continues.
Yeah, if Wilson would have gone with the smaller sizing, maybe Riordan comes along.
No 3 deuce this time.
But Wilson sizing up a bit there. A board that could present some trouble on the turn,
Possibly.
depending on what comes out. So
Maybe some queen deuce, 8-4.
gotta charge your opponents. Can't just let them
Be a
be
really
taking
big
cards
hand.
off and put those kings in a tricky spot.
You look annoyed. You didn't want to fold.
He did, and then you came with like 75% pot. Yeah. Another good one here for Wilson. Ace Jack off.
100,000.
There's the 3 deuce.
All right, we're coming up on the end of our free preview here. Perhaps one more hand after this one. So yes, continue watching on PokerGo.com as we approach the final hand of our free preview. Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks are doing commentary today until we get down to a winner. And then Donnie and I will be back at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time for coverage of day one of the final event, the 25K buy-in series finale, which will also decide who wins the purple jacket. Moncek finds ace-king in the small blind. Perhaps some trickery a brew here as he limps in.
That's it.
Jack 5-8, 2 spades. All of a sudden, things don't look too bad for Wilson. He's got a gut shot straight draw. Backdoor spades, although, of course, those are not good. Moncek with the bigger spade.
100. Cool.
Wilson bets and Moncek calls. And Donnie, the slow play looks to be working out in Moncek's favor as he hits both an ace and picks up a spade draw.
Yeah, great turn card here, of course, for Moncek. Could be some trouble for Wilson.
Now, if you're Wilson here, Donnie. Oh, wow. That's 125. I was just going to say, do we just take the equity and see a river card? But in this case, it looks like he continues firing. And Moncek, of course, incentivized Donnie to just keep Wilson's bluffs in his range. Like, what is he going to check raise against here?
Yeah, and with the king of spades, you're not really worried about spades rolling off. You block flushes already, so I think he's fine to just, let Wilson continue to bluff at this one. Now that Wilson hits this 9 on the river, maybe he comes with the check back, picking up some showdown value.
Check.
He does.
Goes check, and ooh, yeah, the look on his face. That could have been a lot worse. And on that note, we wrap things up here as it pertains to our free preview. Thank you all so much for watching. Use promo code MastersGold to sign up for the annual subscription to PokerGO, and we'll see you tonight on YouTube when we do our bonus coverage. Thanks for watching. Have fun with Jeff and Brent.